Adam-22 just started a gang war in L.A., to quote Poetic Flacco. But seriously, according to 4Extra's arrest record, it looks like you can't tell sometimes on your arrest record, like the same crime will appear in different places. So I can't tell. It looked like there's 3 murders and 2 attempted murders. Some of those may be repeats, but there's at least 2 attempted murders and a murder charge. And then I think he had, as a juvenile, he said he had 2 attempted murders. And the reason I'm saying this is, just a few hours ago, Adam-22 released a video of him, a rap song, him rapping, called Firework Safety. Of course, rapping about 4Extra blowing his hand off. For those of you that keep up with the no jumper antics, I told people a long time ago when people asked me about not just no jumper, the internet has become, well, there's lots of interesting things on the internet and good stuff, but there's a lot of rage bait. That's the word for it. And, it's people looking for little dopamine hits. So a lot of this stuff on the internet, no jumper is one of the places, but there's many other places. So nobody passing judgment and culture vulture, this or that. This is going on. A lot of people are doing this. Rage bait. It's like going to no jumper is like hanging out at the crack house. And if you go hang out at a crack house full of freaks and addicts, how you gonna get mad when some dumb shit happens to you there? Like, that's what goes on there. Oh, what are you passing me a crack pipe for? Bitch, you're at the crack house. So anyone that participates with No Jumper, really, or many other shows that you can watch and see dumb shit going on, and that's across the whole spectrum of, listen, you got white comedians beef with each other now. Like, it's an easy way to make content. So 4Extra was one of them in a long line of gang members that churned through No Jumper, as he's been doing the last 2 years. And the thing about these guys, let's just be frank, I mean, if you're somebody who's been in and out of jail most of your life, hanging out in a neighborhood, well, there's not a lot. How interesting are you? Like, once you're, whatever your stories are from that life and your antics are, there's just not going to be a lot to you. You haven't done much in life to really talk about. So they get boring. So they have to keep up in the ante. They got to have a fight. Like Brick Baby was good because he lived in different cities. He did stuff. He made money. He knew different people. He grew up in a more upper income household. He had a lot of different life. He could actually talk. He could act crazy and do dumb shit. He could talk too, though. He could interact with different type of people. A guy, any person, and this doesn't just go for a gang member, a white female prostitute, drug addict, a wino at the liquor store. Street people are highly amusing for a very small amount of time. Because if you're a normal person, you're like, oh my God, this person really acts like this? But it gets old fast. So he's been burning through gang members. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say he's been burning through them. They tell their little story and do their little antic, and then what's left? And then they get another one. 4Extra blew his hand off playing with firecrackers on 4th of July, which is fucked up. It's sad. I mean, the guy lost his hand. A lot of people made fun of him. I mean, it is also kind of ridiculous, but it's still sad. 4Extra, again, this guy has a bunch of murders, attempted murders. His behavior, his super turned up aggressive behavior, that's not an act. I mean, he may, I'm sure he turns it up a little bit for the camera because that's what you're supposed to do. That makes you a good entertainer. All of us, like, I always act like myself, but I might act a little extra on camera for entertainment value. But I'm, you know, whatever it is you like or don't like about me or the way I act is real. It just may be turned up or, you know, turned into a little bit of a joke or extra. So, judging from his criminal record, like he's like that, he's with the activities. Now, so far, Adam-22 threatened to pull a gun on Ruger. Now, a person would be smart to leave Adam-22 alone. He has a legal gun. And even from a moral standpoint, once you went to No Jumper, seeking to make money off of that particular circus, you became a clown. So then to pick and choose of, oh, well, I'm not a clown, you got to embrace being a clown. I mean, and I don't even mean clown, and it's just what it is. It's a circus. Before he had all the rappers up there, he would have the pornographic professionals, which is another type of freak show. Some woman with the world's biggest BREASTSs that like burst not long after the show. People like an active addiction, like taking stuff on the show. Just what it is. And hey, it's on. If for those that choose to watch it, that's between them and No Jumper. I don't really picking and choosing what to. This is what's wrong with America or the world. There's a whole bunch of things wrong with the world and America. 99 world got 99 problems, and No Jumper ain't one. That being said, I would never go on there. I don't even like really talking about it. It's really not my fan base and the No Jumper fan base overlap to a degree, but not that much. So I'm sure most of you are going to be familiar with No Jumper. Probably most of you watching this video right now aren't people who are that into it, but you're just like I'm familiar with it. It's a semi-big deal, I guess, at least if you're living in LA on the West Coast. I don't like when I'm in Detroit, I don't think anyone really knows who people like Crip Mag and 4Extra are. I mean, maybe kids that are on the internet all day. No adults really think about that, about anything. California is weird. When you're in California, because it's so big and the entertainment capital is here, it feels like, oh, the world, this is the place, and the world is watching LA, and we set the trends. But no, not really. Stuff from LA influences people to a degree because of the entertainment industry is here. And the gangs got spread by the drugs first and by rappers. If it wasn't for Black Bloods and Crips taking cocaine around the country in the 80s, and if it wasn't for Lil Wayne and Jim Jones, that's really going to be their legacy, that you made being a blood, like putting on an outfit, which is weird. If you think about it, it's pretty weird. 21 Savage, all these bloods in the industry, now they want to say fuck the streets. Now that's running dry, but that's off topic. Is 4Extra going to do something to Adam-22? Is there an end to the tomfoolery? Now, I'm telling you, at some point, as somebody that's been, for those who don't know, I was making music videos in Detroit, the type where you pull up like at a spot where they working, and you just stand and, okay, give me $200, I shoot the video. I made hundreds of videos. Everybody in Detroit knew me for that. I had a video in every neighborhood. Never had any problems, always got paid. Because I was living in Detroit. I knew exactly, okay, I'm going on this street. These guys want a video over there? I don't think they're allowed to come outside over there. I'm not doing a video for them. I knew what people's sources of income was. I knew how to get my money. Give me a little bit. Here, I'm going to show you part of what, now I'll show you what I shot. Oh, that looks good. Give me a couple hundred more. I'm going to edit it till it's close to the end. Okay, you want anything change? Give me a little bit more. Now, okay, it's done. Give me the last couple hundred. Because I know that while they would always intend to fully pay me, you got $5,000-$10,000 in your pocket on Friday night and you're selling drugs. You could get a bad batch, robbed, lose it gambling, you get drunk and high, fall out of your pocket, some bitch steal it, any number of things. So I always made it easy. Pay me on the installment plan. Unless you want to play big dog and just break me off in advance. What do you guys go watch? I mean, he's totally personally disrespecting 4 Extra. Now, from the perspective of a regular person, a person might say, well, what is there to respect about 4 Extra? I mean, I'm not really regular. I'm indifferent about all of it. I mean, at this point in my life, I got friends that are high up in corporate America. They don't necessarily all, love their life. In loveless marriages, don't see their kids, but they got money and I don't know what is the proper way to make, The reason the street life is so attractive is it is fun and exciting. I mean, until it ain't all of a sudden. It's just like being a drug addict. Being a tough guy, being 4 Extra, is just like being a crackhead. Being a crackhead must be fun. I mean, I tell people, there's still crackheads. So people have been making themselves into crackheads. I mean, in 2018, 2023, there's still people who are like, you know what, I want to try crack. As hard as that is to believe, but it must be fun for a little while. Now, Adam-22, is he about to experience that? He may be just running the whole thing into the ground until a final incident. I mean, when he was doing the music interview stuff, if you were into that, it was good, it was fine, but music's it's funny, like, is music, there's so much music, it's so easy to make. I mean, and as we saw with like Young Thug especially getting interviewed on Big Bank, after hearing that guy talk, it's like, oh my God, you don't even want to hear no music from him. It's a retard, he's a weirdo retard that talked in a circle, just becomes totally uninteresting. Like, he's one of the ones that needed to maintain an air of mystique, because hearing him talk was just like, oh, okay. And now there's backlash against 21 Savage, but I'm doing a story on him. Did you know he grew up on the compound of Dr. Malachi York? Do you know who Dr. York is? That's who Brother Polite came up under. Dr. York, New Wabians, they were in Brooklyn for a long time before they moved to Georgia. They influenced hip-hop, all that Nubians, black supremacy stuff that was kind of a thread in hip-hop in the 80s. A lot of that came out of the New Wabians and Dr. York, who is the man convicted of the most counts of doing you-know-what to children in U.S. history. And the cult leader, 21 Savage, at some point, his mother moved him from London to go live there. They didn't go to East Atlanta or whatever till later. They went to the compound, and there's pictures of him in his little black supremacy New Wabian outfit or whatever it was supposed to be. So I'm doing a story on that. But the street thing, the streets will never end, because there's always people with no home. There's always people with problems who are outside seeking. They looking for something they ain't gonna find. So in that sense, the streets, by definition, are always gonna exist. But this street life thing that developed in the last, I don't know, since maybe after World War II and culminated, I think it ended in the pandemic, especially for African Americans in cities, of like, oh, well, it's like a it's a cool lifestyle, and it's a source of employment, as I've documented in many of my documentaries. Just as the black population started getting real large in a lot of these big industrial cities, well, that's when the industrial jobs are going away. So drug dealing, other types of hustling became a necessity for a lot of people. Now it just seems like, those left still doing it is kind of like, what are you even doing? I think that, as we see with damn near every large gangster rapper, whatever you want to call them, not everyone, but a lot, all these indictments and murders in every city and state, like the same set of people that would have been selling drugs 25 years ago, they really rapping. Though 21 Savage describes his entry into the drug dealing business as buying a $20 bag of the reefers and busting it down into $35. I never heard of that. Does that even count as hustling? That's crazy. But whatever. So is 4 Extras gonna shoot Adam-22? I'll be honest with you. Now, Adam was careful. He didn't diss the rolling 40s. And this thing, one thing you got to know, I'm not an expert on the LA gangs. I'm not here to get into all that. But, it's about your personal reputation. You can't go get, I'm not a big guy. Say I'm in a gang. I'm in the 28.5 Street Bloods. And some big guy want to fight me. I can't be like, yo, well, you too big for me to fight. I got to kind of get beat up, and then my homies are going to come get the revenge. It's kind of like a crash out. It attracts a crash out personality. Now, there's many people born into it. They have no choice. Family is in it. So that's not to say everybody's in it. It's a crash out. And also, a lot of the more higher caliber ones, they're gone. They're in another state making money. They out in the burbs. They got going on whatever they got going on. Whatever that may be. The ones that still, in front of the neighborhood party store, like 4 Extras, I wouldn't assume that they're not going to do something to you. Now, they may lack transportation at times, and things that may make it difficult, like if you don't, LA is very large and it's hard, it's slow to get around in. It's not like you just, like in Detroit, I was talking to Crate, my father lives on the farthest western edge of the city. I hopped on my live, talk crazy about somebody in the red zone, say, which is about the farthest away from where my father's is within the city of Detroit. They can hop on you could get, and it's a long way, it's probably 20 miles in the city. They could get there in 20 minutes. It's all freeways. They can pull right up. LA, you could talk crazy about somebody. By the time they even get there, you're gone. So, Adam seems to be back at that building on Melrose. He has lots of security. Does he go out and about? I don't know. Here's the thing. The nice parts of LA, the upscale areas, someone like 4 Extra is going to look just totally out of place. But, you could catch somebody at a gas station. I don't know, man. Adam may have gone too far. Now, 4 Extra may have goaded him. 4 Extra acting like Adam had him on salary, which is unbelievable that he's putting these guys on salary to me. And then he blows his hand off and he wants $50,000 and he's mad because Adam won't get $50,000. Talk about what? You blew your hand off playing firecrackers? And I'm not making fun. I wish you the best. It's not funny. It's fucked up. It's sad. But, what is there really to talk about? It's not that interesting, frankly. And it's already built into what you're already getting paid. So, And then 4 Extra was talking crazy about Adam, and it sounded like he tried to lure him to a studio to jump on him and beat him up. I don't know why people don't want to believe that people are who they say they are. If somebody tells you, hey, I'm an active gang member, we be doing this, that, and the third. Okay, I believe you. Because I know plenty of people that really do get it in. My own friends. I limit my time with some of my closest friends. They'll come and say hi. Because crazy things are apt to happen anytime around them, and they don't even want to put me in that position. That's why I'm lonely on the holidays. But what do you think? Watch that video. This has got to come to a head at some time. Like, I didn't finish my thought a long time ago. I've been making video stuff for so long in the dangerous inner city environment that for a long time, just if you had a camera, it's kind of magical. Like, even if otherwise, like, you're safe just because you had a camera. Like, you're magic. But as now we've all gotten so, everybody's gotten content and everybody's phone. There's probably less of that spell of protection, and somebody's gonna do something to some podcast or somewhere. I'm not wishing it on nobody, but like all of you that's basing your content on taking troubled people, like I hate soft white underbelly. You're taking trouble. You can go. Listen, a business model is to go find fucked up people and let them talk. You'll make money. I don't do that. I can't bring myself to do that, but maybe I should. There's no morals in the world anyway. It's like, I guess I might as well just become a low life too. But letting people in that, listen, soft white underbelly. So you're an active addiction. Like you're in fentanyl withdrawal, and the only thing that's keeping you from being sick is you smoked a little crystal meth. So let me go bang on the soft white underbelly door. He gonna give me 100 or 2, and I'm gonna tell a mixture of fact and fantasy about my life, degrading myself. I'm not gay, but I had sex with men, and just crazy stuff. So you get $100 or $200. That's a lot of it's not true. Same thing. So now, letting these guys come up there and listen, from the gang members' perspective, they ain't got a lot of options. They saw Crip Mac. Crip Mac can't even sign his own contracts because he's slow. He vendored housing. He got caught he's in prison for a gun that didn't work. So these guys are desperate to try to do anything. They're unemployable. No one looks, 4 Extra come in. He already looked like he gonna fuck somebody up. And you see, like, damn, dog, I hired somebody with a criminal record, but you got multiple attempted murder. Like, it's too frightening to 99% of the population than it should be. You gonna fire 4 Extra? Probably not. Most people wouldn't. And why should you have to deal with that? I mean, maybe you could, but why would you want to deal with that? We could just hire somebody else. So a lot of these guys are unemployable. They're going up. They're king pills. I don't blame them. But the thing is, they're forced. The only way to get attention, they got to try to do something extra wild or this or that. So this thing between Adam and 4 Extra may have gone too far. Adam pushed it. He should have just let it die. I don't see how 4 Extra can really, I mean, I know in a logical sense, like, this sort of behavior is Adam-22, this is no jumper antics. When you go and choose to participate in that, then, this is not an unexpected outcome, but 4 Extra is someone who has exhibited, chaotic, extreme behavior in the past. His criminal record shows it. maybe, I don't know, there's such a desire for rage bait. Don't think it can't happen. It can happen to you. It can happen to me. You play with rage bait. Look at Charlie Kirk. He was a rage baiter. And those Republicans thought the world was going to get all up in arms about. People acted sad about him being dead for a couple days or maybe a couple weeks. And it really wasn't nothing to him. It was just a rage baiter. And he's dead and gone and on to the next one. So the same thing could happen to Adam-22. I'm not saying it should or that it will or any of that. But like, you're going to play with fire long enough. Now the fire is coming to you to play with you too. It's not like he's just talking shit and tricking people into anything. They coming to participate in No Jumper, but you know, man, people that's used to just being on the street corner, fighting, going to jail, they don't, you know, not that they're dumb, they're used to things being very clear cut. We're friends, we're not. You know, we doing this, we doing that. And they also want to do what they want to do until repercussions come. Repercussions in this case is, hey, I want to go up to No Jumper and get some money, but now he done put me in the blender and I'm the entertainment and I don't like that, but that's what goes on up there. But that don't mean he ain't going to do something about it. I think this is serious. If not, I mean, maybe just, are there gangs in LA anymore, or is it just leftover kids? I mean, how many? I mean, I really have no idea. Like, the people I know from what they're from, there's a lot of them, but they live in a concentrated area. As far as they don't live in like a neighbor, they live in a bunch of buildings. There's plenty of them. And they all on top of each other, so that's still in effect mode from what I can tell. Not that I be trying to tell nothing. But these other neighborhoods, I'm like, are there that many people? Like, I don't know. Does it, or is it just kids, you know, and a few wild guys that'll do something? Like, if there's a lot of rolling 40s, I mean, that's, you know, I would imagine like 4 extra if he wants to maintain the way they look at him, like it would seem like he gotta do something. I guess, but I don't know. I really don't know. But rage bait has been the word of 2025. That's what the internet has been. So be careful. And it's we're all feeding fire to it by watching. So what do you think? Is something gonna happen? Because of, give me a vote. Set for a 1, vote 1. If you think, and not, you know, it doesn't have to be murder, but is there gonna be some violent incident or attempted violent incident in retaliation? Vote 1. If not, vote 2. Our prophet, happy holidays, my children. I bless you.